Hey guys, it's Brett from Iron Body Martial Arts again. How's it going? Okay, so I've come back from my training again today, and before lunchtime, I thought we'd do some basic fist conditioning. Yeah. So so this is the training this is a little bit of extra training I'll be doing. I'll probably be doing a bit more. But what this will basically do is it'll help you to stop your fist from rolling. Yeah. It'll help you to stop it from rolling, and it'll also help you to hit with good alignment. It's just strengthen the wrist and everything like that. So please, if you enjoy the video and you enjoy the training, you can get down now, you can train along. Please do like and sub to the channel. This is a training I'm going to be doing now, but we've also got Super Chat enabled on the channel. So if you want to support the channel, you can do that way. Or if you want to totally change the training, you can mention a topic that way, and we'll try and take a break and get to it. I think that's how a lot of people are running these super chats. But as usual, other than that, ask a question. So let's get to the training. Because this is a training I want to do. Alrighty. So this is a nice basic method, nothing crazy. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on our fists. Now, as with all the methods that we do, the time that we do them is what's important. Yeah. So pretty much I think we're going to do this for 20 minutes, half an hour or something like that. Not stay like this, but you just do it for however you can. We've got someone there saying hello all. I'll try and read your stuff whilst we do this. Okay, so this is the first exercise here. Yeah. So like I said, guys, we do have a super chat running, so you can support the channel or change the topic. But if you do, because we're in the middle of training, I'll have a look at it in a bit. Yeah. So that's the way it works. Okay, so put a mat down, put a towel down or whatever. Yeah, I don't want you doing this on the bare floor. And you're gonna do parallel fists like this, about shoulder width apart. Yeah. And this is my extra training I've just returned after jiu-jitsu. We were pretty heavy on our shins yesterday, so we don't want to be too heavy on our body. This is also great because it's going to train our core. Yeah, so we're doing parallel planks like this. This is a mainstay of Kung Fu, a mainstay of Karate. Now what you're trying to do here also is you're trying to squeeze your fists quite tight. Yeah, thanks for the thumbs up. Please do like and sub, because likes spread the joy of the channel. And you can probably feel the lactic acid building. So we're going to do that. Now what I do here is, because it's pressure over the area, every time I need a little rest, I might go up onto just onto the back of my feet here in a bit of like a monk position, or yoga press up position. I'll just take a quick rest and I'll come back down here. Someone's saying, is this live? Yes, it is live. All right. So we also press down to this position. Yeah. And we press up here. We press down. Missed it. And we press up here. Okay, guys, just to explain for those people who've joined, this is my training. I've done jiu-jitsu today, BJJ. I've come home. This is some of my traditional conditioning that I've been doing. This is focusing on basic fist for helping me, but also for helping you guys, because I would probably do some other stuff. Yeah. If you want to learn anything about the rest of it and more advanced, there's lots on my channel. Please do like and sub and share. But there's also the IBMA Iron Hand course, which I've got a discount link for on the thing. But anyway, this you can do right now. You can get down, you can put your phone on the floor. Okay, we want parallels. Yeah? Ah, yes. Someone says, may the pedals, or may, I can't quite read it. It says, I love your horse stance tutorials. Thank you. All right? So we're going to press between here on the fists and holding, and we press between straight up and tighten the core, and we press between here, which gives you a bit of a relax, and then you press between here, and you press between here. Remember, this is parallel fists. Breathe in and tighten that core. Press between here, push down onto the floor. Now that's a little if you're doing it, that makes a difference. Press between here and go down. Yeah, this is a very well-known exercise. Press up, press down, press up, press down, press the floor, press up, press down, press the floor. And we're still hovering, eh guys? We're not touching the floor. You can raise either leg, because if I was touching the floor, I'd be like that. You'd see it. Yeah. Press up. Alrighty. Okay. Open the hands out. Shake them out. Yeah, so this is pretty cool for me, because this is like just like a Hessian mat. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's a Hessian mat. It's really good stuff. Just shake the hands out, shake the fingers out whilst we take a rest. I want you to use a mat or something like that as well, a towel, anything that spreads the force of the pressure. Because again, this is a really classic method involving just pressure on the knuckles, all right? So we've had our few seconds break. So let's go again. So notice the difference, because when you strike something, your fist wants to roll. What's we got here? Made a Pedal says, have you ever made a what you eat in the day video? I think I have, yeah. There's some going out there. Thanks for the likes, people. So yeah, so notice, yeah, there's a few of my videos called Kung Food, funnily enough. So notice the difference between pressing out. Yeah, this is what we want to do sometimes. Yeah, we want to press out like this, and it will roll onto the different parts of the knuckle. But you know, okay, that's getting into once you're used to it a little bit more. If you're not used to it, all I want you to do, parallel knuckles on the ground, yeah, and you just hold like we're doing. You just hold yourself there. Yep, you clench the fists quite tight, and you just hold yourself there. You tighten your core, because that will give you core workout as well. Okay, you hold yourself there. Then once you get used to that, you focus on pressing into the ground. Yeah, you can see my effort has increased. Pressing. As if the sound makes me press more. Yep. Press. Yep. Then after that, we want you to press down. Yep. Press up at an angle. Press down. Press up. Press down. Press up. Press back, which is basically a rest. Press down and back. All right. Excellent. Thanks for the likes there, guys. Okay, we'll take a bit of a break on the fists. Slowly open the fists. Shake them out. So, if I move closer, like I said, I was doing this training anyway. So if I move closer, we've been training mainly the parallel fist. Here, you guys might say, well, what's the point in training that? Because we don't hit like that. But yes, in Kung Fu, you hit this way, you hit this way, you hit with lots of different parts of your fist. So you want to use pressure. Pressure is one of the beginning things that we use, one of the most powerful things to toughen that fist, to build the good alignment, yeah? So after this, we want to rub this out. This is important. I want to rub this out. Yeah. Yeah, it will have a bit of redness. You can put a towel down, because actually, look, I don't want you guys to do this on the hard floor. You know, like on a concrete floor or something. Have a mat down, probably have more thickness than this, have a yoga mat, because the whole purpose is having the pressure spread out over the area of your whole knuckle, so you don't get like nasty pressure spots, which will ruin your training, all right? So, okay, now we're going to go on to the two knuckles. It's really kind of boring stuff, I'm afraid, but that is the life. But you get a core workout out of it as well, so that's nice. So we're going to go on our two knuckles, and they're not straight like this. They're just, so they're not like that. They're just slightly off at an angle, because traditionally, that's how we punch. That's how I punch. Over the years, I've experimented with many different styles of punching. I punch a lot of different ways, but I'll strike straight, and then if I'm doing a front punch, it'll be off like this. Yeah, it won't be like this, like you see, unless I'm doing a hook. Yeah, or another kind of punch that requires that alignment. All right. So, but for an absolutely straight punch, we keep the elbows in, and that's one way of doing it. It's a very traditional Okinawan way of punching. So again, unfortunately, we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to try and, you can use a mirror or your phone. As you can see, if you're here, can you see how it doesn't line up with my shoulders? Yeah, I've not got muscular skeletal support. So you want to make it so you've got a bit of that muscular skeletal support. It's going to help you hold that position longer. Yeah, and we're on just the two knuckles, and we're pressing into the ground. Yeah, so I enjoyed my jiu-jitsu training today. Don't forget to like and thumbs up, helps out the channel, so I appreciate that. So this will get you holding a nice tight fist. Yeah, so, yep, so we start like this. And again, pressing in and twisting is also good. Widening your base is also good. Rocking onto the knuckles is also good. Then coming down. Ooh, looks like there's a little disparity there. Pushing forward onto the knuckles, coming up again. This mat's nice and evil. Alrighty, wow, we'll take a little second's rest. Open out the knuckles. Spread them, just shake them out a little. It's probably like midnight or some horrible time for you guys. No one wants to be doing this kind of knuckle conditioning. But like I said, I've come back from jiu-jitsu today, and this is my extra conditioning training. Got to get the kung fu conditioning going on. Okay, so we've practiced the parallel fist for anyone who's joined. We practice the parallel fist by holding in line with the shoulders. We're holding, pressing into the floor, pressing into the floor, pressing into the floor, and then also doing the monk push-ups on the fist. Time is our leader. Yep. Okay. Now we lift off as well, like you're drawing an arrow. Twist. Lift off and twist. So this is starting to make it a little bit more difficult for people. Lift off and twist. Lift off and twist. Then we've done front fists. Now, the thing is, everyone knows this. Everyone knows this knuckle pressing stuff. But it's about doing it. Yeah? So that's why I'm making these videos. That's why I'm doing it. To get people doing it. Alrighty. Shake them out. I'll come forward here. Starting to get a little cramp in one of my legs. Oh, it's all that jiu-jitsu. So yeah, shake out the hands. So this is a really good method that you can train every day, every other day. It isn't that impactful on the system, Like yesterday, we did a lot of shin training. If you check out the shin training video, so that's why today quickly I came back trying to make lunch. But I thought, oh, I'm gonna do sort of half an hour, 20 minutes of this anyway. So I'll chuck it up on the channels, and maybe people can enjoy the training too. Yeah. Your breathing is also very important. So, some points. Oh well, some points it's easy. Just do press ups on your knuckles. But use something soft, probably softer than this mat. This is what I've got to hand, so this is what I'm using. I'm also a little bit more used to it than a lot of people. But certainly if you're a martial artist, you can use a mat like this. You can do it on the bare floor, but a lot of us know a skill, or a lot of us know something, or we've done it quite a bit over the years. Like I'm sure you guys have done knuckle press ups, but if you think about it, you just think, oh well, when's the last time I did them? So that's the secret there. If I want to benefit from this training, and when I last did them, when was the last time before that I did them? And if I take 4 or 5 times before that, how close together were all those times? Yeah, so obviously I'm not trying to insult people that they don't know what they're doing, because this is easy. But then if we take that formula, we're like, okay, even if you're good at knuckle press-ups and you do them, if you haven't done them recently, but you want to get refreshed and you want to build your fists again, then think, oh, okay, yep, I haven't done them that recently, so I'm going to put a mat down, I'm going to put a towel down. It's not so much initially about the hardness of the surface, it's about the pressure that spreads out around the whole knuckle and the fist, yeah, and how long you maintain that pressure. So you could do knuckle press-ups or bouncing knuckle press-ups on this solid thing. Like I could pretend, I could show this tutorial, and it could be me doing bouncing knuckle press-ups on this and knuckle press-ups on this, and being like, yeah, this is Iron Fist, you know, and everyone would be like, oh yeah, fair enough, that's pretty tough. But that wouldn't be, I'm fully capable of doing that, but that's not the way to train it properly if you want to actually develop. Yeah, what that'll do is over coming days, it'll just damage your fist. Yeah, so you want something soft, you want to chuck it down, and you want to do these sorts of fists. Now there are other more complicated things which go on to bearing more and more weight on your fists. Yeah. But those are other methods and other techniques that I do. But you can imagine it's just like, okay, any way that you can think of putting more and more weight on your fist, yeah. Okay, so with that in mind, we've done a bit of talking. Let's do another set. Now our hands have had time to chill out a little. So we're going to start with the 2 front knuckles. Into the ground they go. Pressing, rolling forward onto the tip, or onto the outer edges. This is also going to help you with wrist roll. Yeah, because obviously that's when your wrist roll, isn't it? Your wrist rolls when you strike that bag like sort of this, and the wrist gives way. Yeah? Cool. Thanks for the thumbs up there, my friend. So that's going to help you with wrist roll. So once you get used to pressure, you then roll forward. Yeah, as forward as you can. Yeah, I'll show you from a side view. So once you get used to that, there's forward, there's normal. Then you roll forward, and you can see you can't see it from the video, but you can see it now, how I'm really on there, the tips of those knuckles. Yeah. Now you can grind this into the floor, grind, turn that core. Down. It's great for your punching. Widen out that back. Press. Keep your breathing good. Press. Sounds so ridiculous. Widen that back out again. Oh, it's so ridiculous. And you see the breath has been kept good. You know, I can talk to you guys. We can do our things. And I'd be walking actually to you guys, but this bloody mat's all slippery. So there's the fist. It's good. It's fine. So we got that going on. Have we got in between? Oh, actually, I'll tell you what. We'll do some side fists. So we've done the front and we've done the rolling onto the fist to stop wrist roll. So I'll demonstrate that again. We've done that. We've done rolling onto the tip to prevent wrist roll. Twisting into the floor. Gathering everything into the middle. Look at that mat twist. Pressing. You don't have to do press ups. But that's why I'm not doing press ups with you, because you know a lot of people, or including me, you give me 10, 20 press ups, well actually I'm alright, but you know when you start off, if someone says, oh, the way you learn this is you have to just do knuckle press ups, well most of us, we get tired after like 10, 20 press ups. So that's not going to be a very long training session. And at the moment we've been going for 20 minutes. Yeah, by the way, I don't expect you to have to train this for 20 minutes. So we've done those with the rolls. And then the same thing, I'll show you here. The same thing here. And again, if you guys can, once you get this, just the pressure on your fists, if you guys can get used to this, in Kung Fu they call it this roll back. Yeah, they call it like, it's got a special poetic name for it, but it's that kind of fighting back. You know, it's actually translates as like short front and wide back. Yeah, but it's the general crunch. Yeah, so once you get used to the knuckles, you know, this is really where we're going beyond our muscles because of how long we're staying in these positions. Obviously over time, we're developing like the fascia, we're developing the real deep muscle-body connections. But the same thing for this, we're rolling outside onto the outer knuckles, inside, twisting out, twisting in, pressing down, pressing up, pressing down, not touching the floor, pressing up, moving, see it from the front, pressing this way, still not enough, still not enough. Pressing your weight onto the knuckles. Yep, so it's really easy stuff. So you guys have seen there how we've gone from basic weight bearing. Oh cool, we got another thumbs up, thank you. We've got, not that it matters, but I was saying to the guys at the start, we've got a super chat running for anyone who wants to support the channel or whatever, or change a topic of training. I think that's how people usually do it. I'm not too knowledgeable about it, but if someone wants to totally change a topic completely, this is the training we're doing, or just suggest something else, you can chuck it up on the super chat, and I'll get to it in a minute. But otherwise, normal question and answers are also cool. No worries with that. All right. What do we got here? Does lightly hitting your knuckles with bonder sticks help? Man, I'm the man for hitting my bundles with my knuckles with sticks. Yeah, that's actually one of the methods in the Iron Body Martial Arts, Iron Hand method, or in Kung Fu, Iron Hand method. But I certainly use it a lot, is my beater that I've got for striking the knuckles and the body. It's actually in the Iron Hand course. There's a discount link below. You guys are probably sick to death of me talking about this Iron Hand course. Okay, so all right, so we've done those. We've done front knuckles. we've been rolling. Yeah, then we've engaged this whole middle core bit. As as our muscles have become more activated, we've engaged the middle core, we've widened our back, and we've been doing slow, the odd press up here and there, but holding. Now, although it's a little bit traditional, but if you guys imagine the sort of elastic power that this translates to is really good, from being relaxed to actually I've got to be careful because I pulled my muscle on the side there. I'm trying to rehabilitate it. But the elastic power that this translates to is really good. But really what we're going for, those are all benefits, but we're trying to toughen up the knuckles, the fist, and as a byproduct, we want to develop that anti-roll, yeah? So that that's another good thing about this floor training. Once you get used to it and you get over the initial pain, which is why I wanted you to use something softer, not super, super soft, but a yoga mat, something that spreads the force out. Because what I want you to be able to do is spend time on your knuckles, yeah? Like, look, I've been gassing on, but maybe I've spent a couple of minutes altogether doing these things, rather than like 30 seconds or something like that, yeah? So, yeah, thanks for the thumbs up and stuff, guys. Let's go for another set then. We're getting a bit tired here, but let's go for another set. Which ones did we just do? We finished off with sideways, so we'll start straight again. I'll do them this way so you guys can see the roll. So we start straight. Yeah. See how the lats engage. Yeah. Now this is interesting as well, because the more you train this training, you'll see that this kind of fist comes in, where you hold this knuckle out, like so. Yeah, and this is a very old, sorry, I'll do it with you this way. This is a very old traditional Okinawan way of holding the fist. No one quite knows why they held it like that. It's meant to help you with tightening the fist and locking it down. But I would suggest it has kung fu, of course, which all of karate does, but I would suggest it has deep kung fu roots. And because I've found from my pressure training that it makes you hold your fist like this, and it just kind of makes it really tight and locks it in. So there we go. There's a bit of archaeology there for you. Oh, actually, before I say that, another reason for it is that you can go from a fist. You can go from a fist to other very old traditional attacks very easily. Yeah, but that's like old stuff, like the three finger needle and stuff, or like a chop or a cupping and a grab. Yeah. So, but anyway, that's beside the point. All right. So let's go. All right. We're like this. So we're staying like this. And at this point in time, we've been on our knuckles for quite a while. Once again, look, thanks guys for supporting the channel. Lock your core in, so don't be like this. See, that's weak. Boom, boom, boom. So lock your core in. Now see, watch the roll. See, there's the roll onto the knuckle. They're actually coming off the floor. And when I was doing this quite a lot, and I was doing other methods, I would do the other methods, and then you roll onto each individual knuckle as well. Yeah, so you roll like onto the middle one. Someone said there, how should I treat bruises on knuckles if I don't have dit de jo? That's a good question. All right, we're going on to that. So we're rolling. I'll tell you what, we'll roll onto the middle knuckle a bit. We'll roll just onto the first knuckle, off the first knuckle, onto the middle knuckle, onto the edge of the middle knuckle, both knuckles, onto the edge of both knuckles. Then we're going to twist to the floor, lock the muscles in. Hisa, 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 hisa. More twisting. Hisa, hisa. Even more twisting. Oh, love it. Excellent. Love it, love it, love it. We've got some more questions. Chloe says that looks painful. Well, thanks for the thumbs up, guys. It helps with the algorithm, it helps with the channel. Well, it is painful, it can be painful. Part of the reason I'm doing it on this is what's here, my big Mexican rug. But it's pretty cool because this kind of hemp, this kind of plant material is really like a traditional material, yeah? But I want you guys to use whatever you want. Use a towel, use anything like that. Because like I was saying to the guys at the beginning, it's about spreading the weight over the knuckles. And it's about time on your knuckles. So look, we've spent 31 minutes. And I know obviously I've not been on my knuckles for 31 minutes. But you guys who are watching have seen that I've been on my knuckles for quite a long time. So it's about time. Yeah, so if you do it on the floor, you're not going to be able to spend 10, 5, 10, whatever minutes doing these different knuckle pressing exercises. If you just do it on the bare floor, you're going to do it like 30 seconds or a minute, a couple of minutes, a few exercises, and then your knuckles are going to be wrecked. You'll have no development, yeah? So, all right, let's carry on. But I must admit, yeah, this is not a lot of padding at all. But then I have been doing these trainings for years, but I can still feel this because I haven't been doing this exercise as religiously as I should have been. All right, so onto the knuckles. But you're also developing the front muscles, the fascia, the connections. You're developing your core connection. Now, if anyone was going to do the Iron Body Martial Arts Iron Hand course, which covers all of these things and more, I would thoroughly recommend they do these things as well. Because this is like a very good foundation. And if you're interested in that course, there's a discount link in the video, but in the description. We've got 5 people onto it. We've got 5 people on it. So I'm rolling the knuckles out as well. Yeah, so. And let me walk over so you guys can see. Do you only press? I'll tell you now. So when you change to parallel fist, you're pressing the 3 knuckles here, yeah? And when you change to front fist like this, you're pressing these 2 and you're focusing on them. So with that first exercise, we're focusing on just the 2 knuckles, yeah? With the second exercise, which is parallel holds, presses, this is a very old exercise. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. We're focusing on the 3 knuckles and also rolling them as well. Digging them into the floor. And you can roll onto each individual knuckle as best as you can. But that's why you need padding, yeah? So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the information and training. The cool thing is it's really simple shit. Simple stuff. But if you train it a lot, you pick up these little tips. Yeah, you can also do pressing here. Yeah. Pressing like so. It's a bit silly, but good for your balance. A bit of yoga, why not? Yeah, pressing. Let me lock myself in actually. Yeah, so you can get your freaking calisthenics going on. You can see I'm not very skilled at calisthenics. But great stuff, all on the knuckles. The reason being, we'll do some knee walking to you guys. Prove that I can do it, even on this mat. Traditional knee walking, 1, 2, 3. Boop. All right. Reason for doing it, knuckles and roll. Yeah. So, like in what I call iron body martial arts, or like kung fu or old style kung fu, obviously we got no wraps. We can't wrap our hands. You might be traditionally wearing a pair of gloves or something. You might be a soldier, but you can't wrap your hands. Yeah. So you got to protect your hands by building them. One of the main things that if you try on a boxing bag or something, or if you hit a person because they are a similar consistency, is you get this roll. Yeah. And that's because we all done boxing gloves and they help you with the roll. I've even rolled my hand in gloves. So that happens. But that's because actually when you hit something really, there's a very specific alignment that you have to hold if you want to lessen the chances of you rolling or the damage. Yeah, so it's very particular. Front hits are so like so. There's side hits obviously like this. You train the whole knuckle. Hooks are coming in like this. Yeah, or uppercuts. There's a whole art to bare knuckle hitting. Yeah, so that's what we're training this for. But it translates to in your MMA or in your sport, or when you put your boxing gloves on, your hands will feel like they're already wrapped. They'll feel tough. And then if you wrap them, if they're getting wrapped as well, you'll be even tougher then. So yeah, that's good. So yeah, so I think someone mentioned Ditta Joe. Yeah, actually, I go into a lot of alternatives for Ditta Joe as like stuff that you put on your hands to stop, to like help him heal and stuff. I go into a lot of alternatives for Ditta Joe and stuff like that in my Iron Hand course. Yep. Yeah, I go into a lot of those things. But yeah, there are lots of alternatives. In general, I would like to say to you guys, if you can find anything that heats the area and just warms it up for a bit, that'll help you out, yeah? That'll help you out. You've got to keep the blood flow, yeah? Even if you just put your hands in a sink of hot water. Flip clips. Oh, it's flip clips. Flip clip says, how much time will I see results? Well, flip clips, I think within a couple of days to a week to 2 weeks, you'll notice a difference. But what kind of results are you saying? So in essence, look, muscular wise, the moment muscles train very quickly. So the muscular rolling side of things will happen very quickly. So over a couple of days to the weeks to a few weeks, the muscles will build, and then your ability to just be able. That's why it's not about the pain on the floor. It's about your ability to be able to hold a fist. That's like true iron fist. It's like the foundation. Everyone thinks, oh well, iron fist training is about hitting, but walking isn't about moving your legs like this, is it? Walking starts when you're a baby and you start these little movements, you crawl around, you build, so you got to rewind it back and go into the real, when you get to, I know it sounds silly, but you got to really dig into it and you got to think, oh, okay, hold on a second. So this guy's telling me that, real iron fist training, you have to focus on the real details. So the details are force transfer through the hand and alignment. Please make the next video back and neck training. So I will, if I'm doing it. Sorry, I got off track there. But so if you think about it, then over the days to weeks, the muscles and the muscles will initially get the best result. So the bones in your hand will be like, oh shit, we've got pressure. We've got more pressure than we're used to. They'll start to remodel. The muscles almost quicker will be like, okay, we're going to react to this stimulus. We're going to densen. We're going to lock down. That's going to help you with the roll. Yeah, so the bones and the muscles are going to start. The tendons that obviously run through your hands into your fingers, they're going to join the picture after. But the blood flow to tendons is a lot less. Tendons take a lot of time to train. They take lengthen and strengthen. That's what all the Qigong's about. It's about stretching your tendons like a rubber band. Yeah. So they're going to join the picture. So in a long answer to your question, it's going to be usually in like traditional Kung Fu or Shaolin Kung Fu, 3 months is the point where you will, at the point of 3 months, you will be like, shit, there is a big difference. For instance, I'll say to you, and if you go back onto my channel, you'll see it. So in 3 months of training, so 90 days, you don't have to train every day, but every day is good. You can give yourself some rest. But in 3 months of training, you will go from the weak wrists and knuckles to strong wrists and knuckles, strong enough to support the weight of your whole body on one hand, one wrist, one knuckle, one wrist in like a handstand position. And when you can do that, you can inflict a lot of force with your hand. It will be very strong, and you won't get wrist bend hardly at all. You might get a little like this, like a little, like you'll hit something and you'll just feel that, but then your body might like correct it and it won't, or you'll just go like this a little, you'll feel a little twinge, but you won't have a wrecked hand. So if you guys want a demonstration of that, of what I'm talking about, of being able to bear your weight of your whole body on one fist, one hand, do you guys want a demonstration of that, bearing the weight of your body on one fist, one hand? Give me a couple more thumbs up if you do. I don't know, but don't double thumbs up because I think that causes a thumbs down. But yeah, let's hear for anyone who's interested in seeing that, because that's the kind of pinnacle of this training. I want to, oh yes, we got a thumbs up. Okay, I like to show the truth of the training. Okay, what do we got? Do you have WeChat? Have you been to China? No, I haven't been to China, man. I wish I had. Yeah, there's someone there. Is that Ebenezer's End? Ebenezer's End. I thought that was a Skyrim or Morrowind reference there. Maybe it wasn't. Okay, let's get this on the show, guys. So you're going to see good level of iron fist training here. This is difficult. So doing these things that we were saying, doing them for time. Let me move my gym bag out of the way. Yeah, okay, go. Okay, I'm going to be kind to myself. I'm going to give myself a little bit of mat. So yeah, for anyone who's just joined, what we're going to demonstrate here after we've been doing all these things is the higher level of the training. But it takes a good bit of time, at least 3 months. All right. So, and even I'm not that great at it. So we go here. We go here. We stand. Is that good enough? No, it's not good enough, is it? So we stand. That's not good enough, is it yet, guys? Because what did I say? I said one hand. I said one arm, didn't I? So, who's ready? And who's going to try it? Anyone going to try it? One hand, one arm. But please, well, that was a bit irresponsible of me. Don't try it. Maybe try it with a handstand first, so you don't go flying. But one hand, one arm. Iron fist training. Let's go. This is similar to the skill of 2 fingers then. Let's go. There we go. Now that's my knuckles, eh? The 2 knuckles of the hand pressed into the floor. Let's do it on the other side. Good for shoulder training. still yourself. Damn, I'm like a performing monkey. Alrighty. So, there we go. Tell you what, that deserves a super chat at least, that does. So there we go. I wasn't going to give that away today actually, but oh well. Guys have been a good crew. We've had lots of good supporters on the channel, and the channel's been going up, so I'm really pleased about that. Trying to spread traditional conditioning. So, okay. Let's see if we got... I'll explain that in a second there. Hedgehog versus Smog. Yeah, sorry, Hedgehog versus Smog. I've not heard of WeChat, and it's a bit difficult to read these things on the pad. It's far away. All right. So, what's the purpose of that? Like, why the hell bother? Well, why the hell bother to do a lot of things? And how will it help me in a real fight? The press-up training, the rolling the knuckles, all of that stuff will help you in the ways that I told you. It'll stop your fist from rolling. It'll densen the knuckles, make them resistant to damage. Yes, that's a skill to work over time. Thank you. Be sure to thumbs up it, please. At that point, which you can attain within 3 months, which is usually the base Shaolin level of skill. Everyone talks about this 100-day iron palm thing, but that I laugh when I see that, because 100 days is the actual bare minimum. Everyone thinks that's a long time, but 100 days is the minimum by the 72 secret arts of the Shaolin for any skill. Yeah. So in essence, there you're seeing someone displaying the minimum level of that conditioning method. You then train that for years, and you can imagine how strong your fist is. Now, how does it make your fist strong? Well, obviously, force is pressure divided by area. So I weigh 82, 83 kilos or whatever. I don't know what that is in pounds. If you translate the amount of force of my body weight that's pressing into the bones of my knuckles at the end of my hand, and the tendons and the grip that's required to hold it all in place. Someone said, any tips for getting heavy hand? Ebenezer's end. If you look at all that, if you translate those things, it means a powerful, or at least it means a powerful and deadly strike. Someone says, please can you say the alignment of fingertip push-ups? All right, so that's that. And if you then imagine, so if you guys even give it a little bit of a try, even if you try like knuckle handstands, but maybe not, but even if you try them for a second, you'll feel the amount of pressure that's on your whole fist. Now, it's difficult to replicate that pressure even with a punch. So that's what I'm saying. So you're putting so much pressure on your fist that then when you punch something pretty hard, it doesn't feel like you're getting the same pressure. Yeah. So in that way, you can build up your iron fist training to a very high level just by doing this exercise. Which I wasn't going to give away the whole thing today, but then I've given it away before in parts of my channel. If anyone are interested in a complete iron fist training regime with lots of the preparatory exercises and stuff, I'll have to refer you as well to my Udemy course, which is, there's a link to it below, Iron Body Martial Arts Iron Hand Method. So that, I've got 5 people on it at the moment. I've had a few responses from a couple of them, so I've got good responses, and it's going well. They're doing their training. It's very structured. It's the biggest syllabus. It's the only structured syllabus that I've released, and it answers so many questions, like general questions and stuff that people ask, which is cool. Someone said about fingertip push-ups. Well, that's open to debate. on the fingertip push-ups things. Lots of people do them different. Again, I'm not an aficionado or a master of fingertip push-ups, but some people do them. Some people do them like on the tips, like this, like tiger style, which is good, which is pretty evil. I like to always do mine with full extension of fingers. Yeah, like splayed out, like so. Yeah, if you can do them on the actual fingertips, you'll develop very powerful fingertips. But you need to press. You need to press forward. You know, to like try and press some pressure and force into your fingers. A lot of the times I do a counter squeeze, so I'll grab the floor and then I will squeeze the floor as if I'm trying to like pull the floor up, sort of thing. I don't know, or if I'm trying to do this with my hand. Yeah. But obviously I don't do that with my hand. I just grip the floor. I grip and then I squeeze. So you can see I'm squeezing the mat. And then with that squeeze, I do the fingertip push-ups. Yeah. Yeah, and you might not do. Ooh, fun. You might not do as many as you. You might not do as many as you can. But hold on, just answer this. Yeah, sorry about that. So you might not do as many as you normally do because you're putting more pressure into your fingers. You're not just being static. In other words, like I'm not just holding my weight in my fingers and then you can get your fingers. I did that a lot. And your fingers, if you train it a lot, your fingers actually start to bend a bit and they kind of bend to the side and they get a bit silly. So if you actually grip and pull with your fingers, as if you're like gripping a giant basketball or something like that you can only just get your fingers around, then that uses some other muscles in your fingers, stops them from just being like bending like this. No, I don't think that's a good way. All right, guys. Well, that's been today's conditioning training. Have a look at yesterday's. What did we do yesterday? We did lots of shin training yesterday. So we've done a good amount of this training now. 52 minutes. God knows how long I've been on my knuckles. Do like and sub to support the channel. Spread it to your mates. Send it to another channel that you think might be interested. Obviously, if you're interested in checking out the Iron Body Martial Arts course, you can do that. And there's even some Iron Body Martial Arts t-shirts, which I can't get. I want to get one, but I can't get one because they're in America and stuff. But other than that, someone says he wants to know exact position of thumb in fingertip push-ups. I don't know, brother. The exact position of the thumb on the floor, I don't know. What do you reckon? I'd like to give you the answer, but I don't. Yeah, I've never thought about it, to be honest. You just have a hand like this, and that's what you do your push-ups on. Maybe there's some other secret methods of positioning that thumb, but yeah, I don't know. So anyway, guys, look, thanks a lot. My lunch is long overdue. As usual, I spent too long on this video now. So yeah, have a good one. Train hard, do simple things to build yourself up. All right. So thanks a lot, guys. I'll catch you around, and thank you. See ya.